Clout. Reach out.
I'm going to invite Tomi Owó. Where you are? Where you are? Let's go. Okay, which one is? Okay, I should stay on this one.
How are y'all feeling? Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hi, Blaqbonez.
That was close. Good evening.
Good evening.
How you doing today?
Awesome. The energy is palpable in the house tonight.
Yeah, it is. This is my first time doing anything like this, so I'm actually, excited to be doing this too. I hope you're excited to be here.
I am, 100%.
Okay. Do you want to introduce yourself to people that, in case there's anybody here that doesn't know you?
Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Tomi Owó, and I'm a singer-songwriter from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Tomi Owó, for introducing yourself. So it's gonna be broken down. The questions I'm gonna ask, about your journey, the craft, and some personal questions. See those personal
Ready.
questions. They wrote some things for me, but I'm not listening to the things that they wrote in that
OMG.
personal side. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. First off, I want to talk about the pandemic and making music in the pandemic and knowing that you are an artist that thrives off live performances and everything. How was that for you?
For all of us, it was initially really scary. But I think over time, as artists, that's why we are artists. We find a way. We always create, regardless of the situation. So for many people, the pandemic inspired us to create so much more. Some people created the most content they've ever created in their lives during the pandemic.
I know who those some people are.
Yes, 100%. So it was a learning process, and I'm glad that we've all come out of it stronger.
Do you feel like the pandemic? Do you feel like we made progress? Like, do you think the pandemic held us back, or do you feel like looking at that in hindsight, the industry is better for it, or is it worse for it? What do you think?
I wouldn't say it's better, and I wouldn't say it's worse. It's had devastating effects on the world today. But one thing is sure, people have more tenacity. People are going to work harder to achieve their dreams. That is for sure. If another pandemic breaks today, people are still going to find ways to make their dreams come true. People are still going to work remotely. People are going to organize writing camps in their houses, are going to work on their phones. So the human spirit is what you can, there's no trying the human spirit regardless of what happens.
Oh, thank you. I feel like I need to pick somebody to be writing names of noisemakers because I'm hearing some noise in one. Who is that making noise? Is that guy? It's you. Please let Tomi Owó speak. She's amazing. Music-wise, how's the journey been like from day one? How do you consider it smooth, or do you think what do you think about your journey so far?
My journey is my journey. I feel like many of us here in the house tonight are creatives, and a lot of us started off not in the creative field. I started off my professional life working in 9 to 5. A lot of us are doing things to keep us going while we keep our creative dreams really close, hoping to realize them fully one day. So I feel like everything that happened in my journey happened for a reason. While I was working my 9 to 5, I gained a lot. I learned patience. I learned how to work within structures. And over time, I knew when the time came that it was time to leave, that it was time to resign, that this is the moment that I have been waiting for to pursue my dreams. So I decided to resign, and I began to make music full time. But that doesn't mean that I wasn't creating, while I was working my 9 to 5. I was creating every weekend. And interestingly, my first EP came out with a one song a month project. I worked on one song every month while I was working my 9 to 5. And in the end, it produced an EP, and that was what introduced me to the world. So our journeys are our journeys in the end. We just have to own them and make sure that we keep our dreams close. Yeah.
That's amazing. Because my own journey is very. I dropped 9 mixtapes,
9 mixtapes, guys.
bro.
Please give a round of applause for Blaqbonez.
Wow. Okay, okay, that works. Uh yeah, so I dropped 9 mixtapes. I didn't say that for you guys to hype me, but I said that because I feel like it didn't make sense that I didn't stop. Like why? Like nine, mixtape one, mixtape two, mixtape three. Rema dropped one EP, was the hottest guy in Nigeria. I was still dropping like eight, nine. But
Look where you are today.
everybody, like inside every car race, there's Ferrari and there's some brands you don't know, but everybody is still driving. Do you feel me? So that's the main thing. But I was signed to Ferrari. But anyways, yeah, I want to talk about your craft now. Uh, so you have a lot of songs that have been used in films and movies and stuff like that. When you're making those songs, did you make them with the mindset that I want this to be used in a movie, or were you just making songs and then people heard them and were like, this is perfect for this movie and stuff? What was it like?
Oh, not at all. That was never the approach. My initial approach is to create from my heart. Is to try to paint pictures with the things that I sing about, with the message I'm passing across. Painting pictures, telling stories, and owning my voice. I think what I was able to do, what I was able to hone while I was working my 9 to 5, I realized that I needed to own my voice. That it was possible for me to reduce my voice because I wasn't working in the creative sector industry full time. Oh, I'm still working a job. Oh, I can't really sing. Oh, I don't know I don't have what it takes. But I felt like I had a how do I put it? I had a duty to myself to own my voice. So that translated into all of the songs that I produced in my one song a month project. And interestingly, it was, I did not anticipate it. One of my songs, Versus, is the 5th song on that project, and it's one of the most synced songs right now. And I'm really, really proud to have this experience. So if anyone wants to tap into that industry, into the sync industry, I don't think you should overthink it. I think you should just stay true to yourself. There's always room for sync. Imagine Fela's songs, as huge as they are, as long as they are, as powerful as they are, they all find their place, in the movie industry or wherever else. So just stay true to yourself, stay true to your sound, and everything will work out.
They've used my movie once, my song once. It's not great, but then I have one too.
It's coming.
One.
It's coming.
More are
huge.
coming, Abi.
Yes,
I
for
should
sure.
keep making music.
Yes, for
She
sure.
said I should keep making music. Thank you so much. Hopefully they will use Commander, Abi. In one
100%.
action, Marvel. You just see, where's that guy with spoken word? Age of Ultron on a Loki. Once they just say, you just hear them. She tell me, say, "Ah, daddy, you're not in the background." But it's good. It's good. About your style, let's talk about your style. Like everything here is different. Like from the shoes to these pants and like half blazer or something, like it's exceptional, it's different. Tell me what inspired that.
Thank you. I like to play with style. I love to play with style. These shoes are lazy oafs. I feel like every girl should own these shoes. They have a masculine feel to them, but I feel like they give you.
Chinata, did you hear that? Eh? Okay. No, it's not.
Noted. They're really strong.
Hey,
Yeah, they're really strong. But then they help give some balance. So I feel like it's good to have some staples in your wardrobe. Very strong flats.
staples, is that what they call this style?
Staples, by staples I mean some essentials. Yes, so a girl has heels in her wardrobe. A girl who would have a pair of, if you enjoy wearing heels, you have a nice pair of heels, your go-to heels, and then you have your nice pair of sneakers or trainers. Guys have their sneakers. A lot of guys love to follow the sneaker trends. So you have your sneakers, you have your boots. We should all have staples in our wardrobes. But I like to play with things, with all those staples. You don't have to wear you don't have to wear this with a serious outfit. You can mix and match. You can make style your own. So I think that's how I have come to evolve in my style. I haven't always been like this. It's been a journey to finding out what I feel works for me, works for my body type, how I'm feeling today. Like today, interestingly, I just released a visual for my Through the Never cover. Through the Never is a song by Metallica. Metallica is a rock band, a huge, huge rock band. And I had the opportunity to cover a song. And, I entered my rock star. If you go on YouTube, you're going to watch it. I was like a rock star. So that's kind of influencing the way I feel these days. I love the color black. I want to put things together. So it's just a personal thing to me. Thank you. Yeah.
You love the color black.
I love the color black.
So, we're talking about shoes. I love that. About sneakers. I have a song coming out this year. It's called Fake Nikes, because we are all, wearing fake Nikes, including me. The rich people in the house. Is there anybody that's so rich in the house that there's no fake Nike in his house? Let me see that person. You. Like, I know they look that leg like. Yeah, that's calm. We appreciate your fashion sense. I love, people, being different. I'm just, doing you, that's amazing.
Thank you, Blaqbonez.
At any point, like music-wise, were you ever pressured to dress the way, like, the female pop stars, okay, you're supposed to, find a way to show some ass, push your boobs up, all the stuff. Were you ever pressured like that?
Personally, no. I feel like I was a bit shielded when I started because I was working. I had a day job and I would just release music. But by the time I came out, I felt like I was owning myself a little bit more. So I was able to own my style. I was able to figure out what I felt comfortable wearing. But I feel like in the industry right now, just do you. Just do you. Just be confident. There is no point doing something and feeling horrible and feeling like, feeling like the worst thing ever when you could be yourself and be amazing doing it. So yeah, that's how it's been for me.
That's amazing because Billie Eilish is proper representation, and even Tenny, that you can dress exactly how you want to dress. You don't have to to sell records. You don't have to dress in a particular way that the industry says this is the standard and this is how it's supposed to be. You can be yourself, and you
Just
still be
yourself.
successful.
Yes, just be yourself. And then there are best practices. For example, I said this in an interview. If you like to wear hijabs, for example, if you want to come on stage, you can decide to put on like bedazzled to the T, like a super bedazzled hijab, because when you're on stage, you want the lights to bounce on you and reflect really nicely. So if you're going to wear your hijab, you know that when you're coming on stage, you're the center of attention. So if you have glitter all over your hijab, or you wear like you have nice cutouts in it, just own it. That's the moral. Own it.
That's amazing. Hope everybody here is listening. Own whatever style that you feel like you like, because many years ago, a lot of the things that people are wearing right now, people consider dumb and people consider it wrong. I remember when I put this nose ring.
I love it. I love the nose
till
ring.
today. I still see people. So sorry, bro. No offense. Why this nose ring? I'm like, bro, leave me alone. It's my nose. It's not like my nose is very pointed and perfect. This nose is a little bit wobbly, but yeah, the ring gives it a little bit of a vibe. You feel me? Then I want to ask you now, down to the personal questions. Yeah, are you ready?
Ready as ever.
What's your take on my agenda, sex over love?
Guys, I'm 100%. I'm going to be honest with you. I respect Blaqbonez's agenda 100%.
Oh my God!
I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this because he's here beside me. I'm saying it because a lot of people have these experiences, have these doubts sometimes, have these feelings about their relationship with other people in a romantic sense. Personally, I don't think I'm a go-to romantic per se. I love my family. I love my friends. I love to show love. I love to be generous. I love love. But when it comes to romantic love, I feel like growing up, I learned to be a bit wary, keep my keep myself to myself, not let my guard down. And I feel like you help to amplify those feelings, and that's art. Art is exploring feelings, 100,000 feelings. There's no autonomy of feeling in the world. I feel like Blaqbonez helps. He helps to amplify those thoughts and those feelings that we have about how we feel about romantic love, how we feel about relationships with others. And then the floor is open for discussions to happen. So I 100% respect that. And please keep doing what you're doing. If you decide to change your mind, if you decide to, any angle you go, it's your angle, it's your experience. And that's art. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Blaqbonez is amazing.
100%.
That's all I heard. But this one I said, if I decide to go in any way, when I posted that video last week, was it last week or the week before? Yeah, people wanted to kill me. But yeah, see, like she said, if I decide to. But then at the end of the day, I think maybe I should use this, medium to just, explain what, sex over love means to me generally. Like she said, love is pure to me. It's like, romantic love. I feel like romantic love has all these obligations and these things that society put on it and expectations and everything. Like, how do you just waltz into somebody's life and expect to be priority over every other person that has been there? They expect that, when you marry a wife is priority over your mother and everything. My mother that has been there, we go divorce probably, right? But my mom is still going to be there. You feel me? So like there's so much that I don't agree with, but I feel like love is a pure, emotion. I love PS5. I love, my mom. I love my brothers. I love my fans. That's what it is. You feel me? Yeah, you feel me? So, back to our interview. Yeah. So, you kept on talking about your 9 to 5 and everything. Yeah. So, if you were not doing music, what's the 9 to 5? What would you still be doing right now?
If I wasn't doing music, if I wasn't making music, I wouldn't be working my 9 to 5, that's for sure. I would be doing something still in the creative industry. I feel creative industry management is a really strong aspect to creativity. The things that keep the machine oiled, our team members, the people that keep us going, the business of music, the business of creativity, all of those things that keep our world turning around. So I feel like that would be my go-to, 100%.
Okay, that sounds amazing. I love that. I never did any 9 to 5 at any time. Okay, I did for like 2-3 months. They fired me, but listen, no, listen. Before you guys laugh, they tried to fire me, right? But according to the contract that I signed, they said I needed to be queried 3 times. So when they tried to fire me, I insisted on getting my salary. So they forced me to work an extra month. I collected my salary, because you can't fire me anyhow like that. Then I left. Yeah. But, 9 to 5 is crazy. Sometimes you just feel like you are not made for this. Maybe you are creative. But there are some other people that are built to, like that's what they love. A routine, a routine, an amazing routine. Yeah. But now I'm going to open the floor, questions from the crowd. If you have any questions for Tomi, I want you to signify by raising up your hand right now.
We have someone over there.
Somebody here? Okay. Let's hear you.
What was the reception from your parents when you told them you wanted to do music?
Thank you. What's your name, please?
My name is Tomi Owó.
Hi, Larry. Thank you for that question. My parents happen to be very, very supportive, but I feel like a lot of our parents are very, protective of us as children, in the fact that they want us to be fine. They want us to earn a good living. They want us to be set for life. While my parents were supportive, while I was growing up, they supported my music dreams, bought me my first musical instrument, all of those things that help you grow that help you grow as an artist. When I decided to resign, I did not tell my parents. And I knew that it was going to, in quotes, break my mother's heart because she just wanted me to be fine. She knew that the creative industry, the terrain, it can be a bit rocky, especially for a very young girl, trying to find her way in the world. So she just wanted the best for me. I didn't tell her because I didn't want to break her heart. I didn't want to, I didn't want her to say, okay, my daughter, wait for 1 more year, maybe earn another 1 year salary and save it, and maybe travel or do this thing, do that thing. But I was just done. I felt like it was time, and I didn't want anyone to change my mind. So my parents were supportive, yes, but they were still protective. But eventually, they got to the program. Eventually, they are my huge, huge fans. My mom is my biggest fan today. So yeah, they always seem to come around once you show, your passion for what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Just to add to that, I used to always tell myself that if I'm 40 and I'm broke, I'm talking to my children, and they ask, Dad, why were you not successful? I cannot tell them that my mommy didn't let me go out when I was supposed to go out, to do music. I felt like that's never gonna fly. So I told myself, even if they don't support me at this time, I'll keep going until they recognize it, and that happened. So yeah. Who else has another question? For Tomi right now.
We have someone here.
Where? Okay. Damn, this mic not gonna reach you. Okay, beautiful.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, what are the challenges you go through in the music industry?
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
I love it. I love it. So that was so cool, guys. That was so cool. So just to summarize, challenges abound in any field of work, any sector. How we respond to the challenges and grow beyond and grow out of them and overcome is all that matters. The music industry is a beautiful place to be, but I feel like there are a lot of challenges with finance because you have to make money to make art. Sometimes if you're not comfortable, if you don't have your mic, if you don't have your laptop, you find it hard to create because you want to record your demos, you want to do all of these things, you want to send your music to people. Sometimes if you don't even have, if your phone is not working, it can give you a hard idea. Like my phone screen is bad, I can't even take a picture, I can't post my outfit today. So finance is a huge thing. It's one of the major challenges. Also, getting the right team, getting the right people um, with you who understand your vision and are ready to go the long way with you has also proven to be has also seemed is also a challenge rather in the industry. And just to summarize how we are able to surmount these challenges for finance, it's a long game. You have to keep at it. You are providing value. We all always have to remember that we are providing value. Our work is valued. As a creative, your work is valued. So you charge for your art, you charge for your work, you charge for your any appearance you go to make sure that you are compensated because you have to be able to continue to make art. And then when you recognize patrons, how many of us know who a patron is? Does anyone know who a patron is? A patron is your manager. A patron is that friend in your school who is always hyping you up. Your best friend who's always on your case, who's always sharing your music, sharing your art, sharing the things you do. That's your patron. Recognize those people and recognize the impacts they have in their life, in your life, and use those relationships to move your career forward. So that's how we're able to surmount challenges of finance. Also of teams, when you recognize patrons like that, you make sure that you develop good relationships with them. Make sure that you pretty much, well, I'm saying make sure, but I don't think make sure is the right thing to say. I think it's just sensing the situation that you are in and making the best decision per time. So those two challenges are there, they are bound, but we can get through
Thank
them.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm gonna take one last question.
Yeah, we have someone
I feel like
think.
we have somebody already.
Yeah.
I feel like
Brendan
I want a question from a female though. Like,
as well. We have someone.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, can you come close? Okay.
Okay, we can take 2 more questions as well.
Okay,
He
okay.
raised his hand
Okay,
earlier.
okay, come.
Yeah.
Okay, hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi,
My
Sarah.
question is to you.
Please
What
carry
happened?
on.
What happened now?
It's fine. It's fine.
My question is, do you love me?
What's your name? Eh? Sarah. Okay, like I said earlier, love is a pure emotion. I don't romantically, unless you are going to be calm with like me and like 4 other, buddies in bed, I'm okay, I'll show you. Yeah, you love it. All right. My manager is somewhere, so. Anyways, the questions are for Tomi. Yeah, so there's a guy somewhere.
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Big G. All right, so I'm an artist. I've been doing music since 2019. So I started dropping freestyles in 2021, and I was told by some of my friends that I've hit the limelight. I won't just mention names so that I don't say I'm proud of myself. So they told me to keep dropping freestyle. I've dropped freestyle. I've shot with some manager. I've shot with, you understand, Don Jazzy, put on his DM. I'm always on everybody. I'm dropping freestyle. I'm dropping. Sometimes I'll delete all my freestyles. I'll get frustrated. I'll delete everything. I'll come back again. I'll drop it again. So I've tried to do like you, sir. I've been trying to be very, 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 very doing it. So my question is that how can I get recognition from labels? So that's why I'm here. I mean, how can I get recognition from labels? Because I'm good. Serious. I'm good. I'm like whiskey. Serious. I'm good.
Thank you, Big Chi. Blaqbonez, I think we should both answer this question. Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, I'll go first. Thank you, Big Chi, for sharing. Big G. Awesome. Ooh. Thank you for sharing. It's not easy to share that because he's been vulnerable with us. Please, can we give a round of applause to him? Thank you. It's not easy, but I applaud you coming forward to speak about these things. Right off the bat, you are doing the right thing. The artist's journey is an emotional journey for everyone. Sometimes you might doubt yourself. Sometimes you wonder, why am I even doing this? Sometimes you wonder, is anyone listening? Is anyone watching? But I feel like you are on the right path. You are sharing your art. You have to share. That's the first step because people will need to see you. People will need to see what you can do, hear what you can do. I think how you can gain more recognition in the industry, there are 2 ways that I see. There are 2 major ways. There are so many ways, but I'll just talk about 2 things. Number 1 is collaboration. We underestimate collaboration. And I'm not talking about collaborating with fellow artists all the time. I'm talking about reaching out to people in your immediate circle. I imagine you have 1 or 2 artist friends, rub off on each other, write a song together, talk about the challenges you're having, explore best practices. So if you are releasing videos and you feel like they're not getting enough views or enough, you're not gaining enough traction, talk to your friend. Oh, what can I do? What do you think I can do better? Do I add some kind of production to my freestyles? Do I use a different camera? Do I reach out to my friend who has like an iPhone 12, an iPhone 13 to shoot my videos? So you have to collaborate with other people because we can't make it alone. We can't do this. We can't go on this journey alone. If you have a sibling, I worked with my sibling. Once he finished from NYSC like this, we were at the studio every weekend while I was working my 9 to 5, and we thrashed it out. If I was like, oh, this is my younger brother, I can't really work with him, okay, this one down. If I was really, thinking about things too much, we wouldn't have been able to succeed with that project. But I was able to do that. As time went on, Versus, for example, Versus, my song, was co-produced with Odunsi the Engine. I remember we had worked on the song for a bit, and my brother was like, this song needs something else. This song needs just a little touch. And he just randomly reached out to Odunsi And Odunsi listened and, okay, let me try something. And he puts a few things in. He changed, he added some snares, added some elements to the track. And Versus was, my brother was so happy. And like this is what I was missing. And I feel like that's what we need to do more. We need to work together. It doesn't have to be a musician. It can be a producer. It can be a graphic artist. Start with what you have and begin to amplify. But don't stop creating. Then number 2 will be teams. You have to, I feel like I was blessed to be able to work with people that respect my craft. I understand that you're reaching out to people and sharing your work and DMing people, but I feel like sometimes that gets too much, especially if you're not approaching, if one is not approaching it the right way. So if someone is being too bothersome, if you're not being emotionally intelligent about how you approach other people who may not know you, who may not be sure of your intentions, that may be an issue because everyone is trying to protect their corners. So I feel like there's a way to go about these things. Never stop creating and try to approach things with emotional intelligence and watch the journey grow to where you'd like it to be. Yeah. Blaqbonez.
Yeah, thank you. Let me just add this. Like you said, never stop creating. That's key because, like I told you, I dropped 9 mixtapes. Ashake that's, popping right now. I've known him for 10 years. We've been dropping music like back in OAU for so long. But like he didn't stop for 1 second. Like he kept on releasing music. Whether it was going to pop or it was not going to pop, he didn't stop. So you have to know that no matter what, just never stop creating. Okay? Maji. Yeah, peace. Thank you, Tomi. Thank you, guys. It's been amazing. I'm going to be right back with another amazing artist. And for now, I want you guys to give a round of applause to Tomi.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye.